Welcome back, YouTube. I am Evil Squeegee, and this is DMPC, the show where I am both the DM and the PC. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we get more videos live up. If you want to watch these episodes live on twitch.tv/Evil Squeegee, you can do so every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. EST. We record multiple YouTube episodes per stream, and so you can catch more of the gameplay together, and you'll catch it ahead of time before the YouTube channel does. You can come hang out with us with chat, which you can see. Chat is in that direction over there on the other side of the dice, where Kess is hanging out with us right now. Say hi, Kess. Hi. Last episode, hi, Kess. Last episode, we had, escaped from the cultist lair, did a little bit of foraging, swore an oath to protect the people of North Pass from the cult that is infecting them. Got there, realized we didn't have any monies, and had to wash dishes to pay for our food and our drink and our evenings room stay there. This is going to be a problem because we're going to need a source of money, and we're going to need one soon. The village of North Pass is engulfed in a permanent storm. And it is, we don't know who in the village could be a cultist and who isn't. Maud will have to inform us of all the cultists that he identified from the village. Once we get the chance to level up. That's what we're doing next, is we're going to level up. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right with you. What'll happen next? I have no idea. We're supposed to hunt down cultists, but we need to earn money. So many things to do. There we go. That's leveling up. We took an extra point of strength, and we took the smite move, so we will be doing plus 1d4 damage whenever we deal damage while on a quest, which is currently, we are on a quest. So we will be dealing with plus 1d4 damage, and I suspect that will be very useful coming up very soon. So let's see. We've leveled up. That means, oh, I need to go back to my character sheet and change, that is 3 experience remaining. We need 9 experience total to hit level 3. So that night, Maud, Christina, and Octavia share a room in the boiling chair, and they lock the door and put a chair up against the handle so that nobody can burst in, because the place is infected with cultists, and it is super quiet. I remember we rolled that this town was silent, so the only sounds that can be heard are the rain pouring down outside, hitting the cobblestone streets, and the occasional rumble of thunder. And so we're going to be very quiet as we discuss what's going on. So Octavia sits up and leans forward and says, okay, so we have a couple of objectives here. One, we need to find some source of money, which means that we'll probably have to hit up the missives board. And that's where Christina kind of rolls her eyes and says, great, more work. My hands are already pruned to the bone because of all the dishes we had to wash tonight, and you want me to do more mercenary work? Octavia will turn and say, look, Christina, you've been a big help, and you are free to just go your separate ways at any point. You don't have to come with me on this if you don't want to. And that's where she'll turn, or Christina will fold her arms and says, no, I'm in this. I want revenge. The people that this cult of Moen have slain or sacrificed were friends of mine, and I want revenge. Octavia nods, and Maud will say, well, I can identify some of, but not all of the cultists. And he'll go on to list a couple of people that he recognized from his time inside the cult. But ever since you raided their stronghold, they're going to recognize me at the very least. So we need to walk on eggshells here. And Octavia will nod. Octavia will nod and take a deep breath and exhale and say, for now, we rest, and then tomorrow we'll hit up the missives board, and before we hunt down more of these cultists that you've identified, we need some money because I need a sword and a shield and armor and food, and we need to find some way to support ourselves. And so that night, they will rest at the boiling chair, they will level up, they will heal, which is important because I only had 3 hit points out of my 23 HP. And that will bring us to the following day. The following day, we hit up the missives board. We come downstairs. We wave at Abraham, and Abraham will wave as he's got all these mugs that are cleaning in the air surrounding him because he's a sorcerer. And we will hit up the missives board. Now, what is the mission we find on the missives board? So the missives board, if you've played The Witcher, which I haven't, I've played Skyrim with a mod that was inspired by The Witcher. Please don't hate me. The missives board is where the locals post jobs that they need done that they can't do themselves. It's basically a quest board for adventurers like myself and Christina and Maud. So we head up to the missives board, and what is the mission that we get? We're going to check with the portents. The mission is to debase failure. Debase failure. All right, so this is something that other adventurers have tried to do and have failed. It's a mountain pass. I'm going to say that there is some kind of threat that has been terrorizing the village that other adventurers have tried and failed to stop. And I am here to protect the people of North Pass from evil, and so this is technically part of my quest, I suppose, even though the evil I was envisioning when I swore my quest was the cult of Moen. But for now, we'll say that there is some kind of creature terrorizing the village. And what kind of creature is it? Let's go to Perilous Wilds. Let's go to Perilous Wilds and roll up a creature. Creature, not an immediate threat, but might become a roll on page 49. 49. Creature. All right, 1d12. Let's do this. A 3. It is a beast. All right, what kind of beast is it? It is an airborne beast. What kind of airborne beast do we get? 5. A songbird or parrot? The first thing that jumps to my mind is some kind of songbird that's like a siren that kind of like lures people and merchants and so on to their doom. Yeah. So this songbird, let's find out. Okay, so it was a beast. We need to roll activity, disposition, number appearing, and size. So let's get details. Let's write that down. There is a pack of these songbirds that are people-sized, and they are laying a trap or ambush and luring merchant caravans to their doom and preying on them because they are hostile. They are man-eating, people-sized birds. These are like a cross between a siren and a chocobo. So I imagine the group approaches the missives board, And Octavia kind of like looks, and there's this mission and that mission and this mission, and no, 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 but this one catches her eye. There is a pack of these songbirds that is terrorizing the path through North Pass and causing a deficiency in trade that is starting to hurt the village. And as the thunder rolls overhead, she yanks the paper off the missives board, and Christina sighs. We don't have any weapons yet. How are we supposed to stop these birds? And Octavia just cracks her knuckles and says, we will beat the shit out of these birds if we have to. But maybe the blacksmith will give us a down payment, because the blacksmith will say, is the blacksmith the person who posted the missives? I'm going to say it's likely, which means I'm going to roll twice on the oracle chart and take the better result. Yes, and intervention is set to 3. That means the an intervention happens. Intervention. What is the intervention? Advance the plot. I haven't been keeping track of plots yet. Let's see. So I'm gonna say that this. Oh yeah, the only plot we have is who am I as Octavia and what have I been doing? So the blacksmith and Octavia have met before. So let's roll up this blacksmith and find out who they are. So 1d6, 1, 2 male, 3, 4 non-binary, 5, 6 female. Male. It is a he. So we are looking for real names, Elizabethan names, dude names. Edward Grove. Edward Grove. Who is Edward Grove? Let's find out. Oh man, there's all kinds of cute pet pictures in the Discord. If you're watching this on YouTube, you need to go to my Discord right now and ask for pet pictures, and people will supply them, and they are cute. Discord link will be in the description below. Edward Grove. What was I doing? Oh, I was looking for Une. 76 is a needy drifter. Okay. What is their motivation? 68 and 30. 68 is process, and 30 is the Forsaken. So, I think that Octavia was. I think that the process, the Forsaken. I think that this blacksmith was a member of the caravan that Christina was from, and Octavia went to go rescue them, and that's why Octavia had gone into the cultist lair in the first place. So Octavia kind of like walks over to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith kind of perks up and says, "Oh my God, you've made it alive. What about the rest of the caravan?" And Christina shakes her head and says, "I'm the only one that made it out. The cultists have killed everybody else." And the blacksmith will sigh and heave his shoulders and say, "Well, I guess, I mean, you did do what you said you would do, so I owe you." And Octavia says, funny you should say that you owe me. I need a longsword and a shield. And preferably some armor. Do I have armor? Am I supposed to have armor? No. Okay. So just a longsword and some shields. Some shields? A whole collection of shields. We'll double shield. Yeah. No. And so the blacksmith will furnish us with weapons and armor and shields, so that everybody is capable of combating these creatures. And Maud is going to go to the tavern, I think, and try and dig up as much information as he can about this cult, while Christina and Octavia head out and try to handle this situation with the songbirds. Now let's stat up these songbirds, shall we? So we statted up the songbirds. Their instinct is to eat flesh. They have 6 HP, 0 armor. They are stealthy and organized. They do D8 damage at a close range. They can call for backup. They can sing a siren song. They can spring a trap, or they can hide in the shadows. We are going to head out to the last known location of these birds and see what we can find. Octavia and Christina are heading out, and the thunder clouds are still rolling overhead. And it's dark and foggy and raining, and so tracking is going to be difficult. And so we are going to head north from North Pass, about a day's travel. So we're going to, as I've said before, we're not applying unnatural dice to the NPCs. We're going to have Octavia scout, not Octavia, we're going to have Christina scout ahead. As I scroll through the moves list and find scouting ahead. So we are going to 2d6 plus 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8, choose one from the list below. You get the drop on whatever lies ahead is what I'm going to be choosing from the list below. And then we're going to unnatural dice for navigation. Advantage from Dio. So advantage from Dio. I roll twice and take the better of the 2 options. 7 or 7. This is plus 0. So I get a 7. The GM chooses one from the list below. You happen upon a discovery missed by the scout. The going is slow, or you wander off course. The GM says which and where you end up on the map. You encounter a danger. Whether or not you're surprised depends on whether or not the scout has the drop on it. Let's find out what we discover. Roll 1d6. 3, 1, 2. The going is slow. So it's, we have to climb our way up mountainsides and kind of inch our way around big boulders, and the ground is treacherous and it's slow going, but eventually we get there, and we find the wreckage of a wagon. Now, is the wagon heavily destroyed? Yes, the wagon is heavily destroyed. So these birds are not only vicious and man-eating, but they are also destructive and angry like geese. They're giant geese. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to search this wagon, I guess, for signs of these songbirds. That will be a discern realities. We're going to unnatural dice that. It's a miss from Tice. I get XP for that. I get XP. You can't stop me. We have 4 of 9 XP to level up. We're halfway there. Whoa. We're halfway there. Whoa. So, what is the GM move? The GM move is use a monster, danger, or location move. Well, that answers that question. So we approach this wagon, this merchant's wagon, and there's corpses of merchants that have been like pecked and missing bits, and limbs are gone, and there's blood and gore, and it's disgusting. Kind of like leaning up against a broken wagon wheel. And if we survive this, we can totally loot this wagon for rations. Oh, yeah, food. Okay, I am excited about that proposition, but we're going to have to deal with a total of, there's 8 of these birds that we've got to take down first. We are looting our way through this wagon, and I'm finding rations. I'm finding no evidence of the birds, though, when we start to hear the siren song. The siren song comes floating on through the air. Ah. That's all the singing you're getting out of me. That's it. There will be no more singing. This is either a blessing or a curse, but there will be no more singing. And this siren song is supposed to like lure people to their deaths. So a calamity has befallen us. As this siren song. So I'm going to say this is defy danger based on charisma, because charisma is your force of personality, and to maintain control of the self. I know a lot of people would use wisdom for this, but I don't like wisdom for this because I have low wisdom. So I'm going to say that my force of personality as a paladin is what keeps me from falling victim to this this manipulation of my actions. So unnatural dice is advantage from Dio again. Hooray, Dio. Advantage from Dio. Delete item. Delete. Save changes. So I have +2 charisma, 10, and 3. So this song fails to grip me as I close my eyes and I concentrate and I fight it off and I plug my ears just enough and I stop and I look, and the siren song is coming from that direction, which means that I can head in that direction and there I will find the first of these birds. Okay, so as we follow this, oh yeah, I needed to check. Does Christina fall victim to the song? No, and she also starts to hunt these birds. We draw our weapons, we draw our shields, and we start advancing in a direction into the wooded ridge. I envision like there's a line of bushes and some trees in the way as these birds are like hiding stealthily in the shadows, and we can find them by sound. And so we kind of advance into the tree line with our weapons drawn and our hit points full and ready for combat. But to find out what happens next, you're going to have to tune in for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Evil Squeegee. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know something about these birds that we can use if you want. What else? Hit the little subscribe, the little bell, the little ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, so you can get notifications whenever we upload a video. And if you're watching this live on twitch.tv/evil-squeegee, where we record every 2 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, don't touch that dial. We will be right back. I promise.